You belong on every ground your feet grace, so don't ever feel out of place. Take up space and belong. This earth is your birthplace. Episode 7 starts with the couples, waking up on their second nights together in Cabo or whatever. And Monica and Steven has this conversation over breakfast, um, about like expectations, love language, and stuff like that. She tells him that her love language is words of affirmation, acts of service, and the third one is gifts, and that she would like to receive gifts and stuff like that. Mainly flowers. For some reason, Steven seems to get overwhelmed with the thought of having to buy her flowers. And I don't know, it just was kind of weird how it was coming off. It was coming off like he was like flowers, like it's like he was just haunted by the word flowers and he was just overwhelmed that she wanted him to buy her flowers. And I was so confused. Why do men have such a hard time like with flowers? You can literally get them out the grocery store and they're not expensive. You can pick them out of somebody's garden or something. Like, what is it about having to buy flowers that y'all find so difficult? I don't get it. That's like the most basic gift somebody can ask for. You can literally buy a plant that they can grow on their own. Then it goes to like Tim and Alex, and Tim decides to come back and finish the experience with Alex. They hash things up and, decide to work on their relationship. And I'm happy to see that they're going to work on their relationship, but I don't know if it's going to actually work. I hope it does. I hope it does. Steven seems to be walking on eggshells um around Monica, not wanting to say the wrong thing or whatever. And they have like the second gathering where all of the couples gather, and he's being really weird. Like he's saying really weird stuff. Like he was they were watching the fireworks or whatever, and Monica told him to come with her to watch the fireworks, but he tells her he's coming. He ends up missing the whole fireworks show while he's talking to Garrett, and it seems to bother her, but not to the extent that he was acting like he was uncomfortable, like he was afraid of her or something like that. I don't know. Maybe she be like mean behind the scenes. I don't know. But he just was talking about some stupid stuff about how, being in this experience, you're in the spotlight, and there may be some women who like jump in their DMs and they might try to tempt them and all of this weird stuff. And Monica walks off because he's being really chatty about stupid stuff that nobody else is talking about, and he's talking to Taylor about it, and she's so confused, like where is this coming from? He just starts talking about it, and that kind of raised my antennas a little bit. It goes back to the couples going back to their lives together or whatever. Taylor and Garrett talk about life on the outside and how their lives are going to come together and like what they're willing to do, the compromises, and all of those things. Um and then the couples all leave to go back home, to go back to the outside world. Hannah and Nick explore gender roles as they talk about like what's expected of both of them as the man and woman in the relationship. Nick says he doesn't mind cleaning and cooking and things like that. Hannah doesn't mind like making the big decisions and stuff like that. And she's like, so F the patriarch, we're just going to, you're gonna, I'll, something she said. I don't know. I don't, and I said the flowers thing because it kept coming up between Steven and Monica, and I just don't get why he's so threatened by her wanting to buy him flowers. Like it just is not making sense to me. But whatever. Taylor and Garrett look at each other's Instagram, and most of Garrett's pictures are pictures of fish, like him fishing and catching these big fish, and like they make like jokes about it and stuff. I like their sense of humor with each other. It's really refreshing. They don't really take things seriously, like they make jokes and stuff like that. Taylor meets Garrett's family. They talk about similarities and differences. His family asks her important questions about like what drew her to him, and like how, you know, compromising and how the relationships are supposed to work, and how this experience that they're in is really weird and it's moving really quickly. And Garrett's mom says she doesn't want to see him hurt. She also says she doesn't want to see her hurt as well. They're just concerned about it moving too quickly, but Taylor is able to soothe their worries a little bit. Ramses and Marissa talk about moving while he cooks. Um the food doesn't turn out very well. The noodles are hard or something like that. But they talk about moving so she doesn't have to drive 2 hours to go to work, and stuff like that. They also talk about like the wedding, in the direction they want to go as far as religion and spirituality. And Marissa says she wants to have a spiritual wedding, and she says that God can take a back seat. And I died because that was funny. Um, Ramsey said his mom is Christian, and his mom would probably freak out if there's no Christian element in the wedding. So he says that his mom being able to pray for him before the wedding should be enough to soothe her, but we'll see about that. um Marissa talks about her experience in the military and why she doesn't support the military, but she supports the troops. um Ramses pretty much tells her that he doesn't support any of it. Like, y'all are signing on to kill people, so how could you not expect that that was what you would have to do? They literally go to war. They literally kill people. They literally fight over like resources and stuff like that, and they kill for it. Yet you sign up for it, and you're trying to make it seem like you don't know what you're signing up for. And they kind of go back and forth about it, and she says she feels judged, like he's judging her or whatever. And he says he's not judging her, but he just wouldn't be able to be with her if she was currently in the military, because he doesn't support the military, and he doesn't support um the troops, none of that. He just don't support it because he's been on the other side of things. He's Venezuelan, and he's been on the side of things where he says America and Venezuela doesn't have a great relationship, and he's seen the other side of war. And she's pretty much trying to justify being in the military, and he's not allowing her to do that. He's like, you know exactly what happens when you signed up. You know what the military is, you know what they do, so you know exactly what you're signing up for. And she's like, well, maybe I was just naive to think, we go into the military young. Maybe we're just naive to the fact that, we're going to be killing people. We're going to be doing inhumane things and treating people like they're nothing. I understood where she were coming from, because people do go into the military early, and I kind of feel like they do go into it thinking maybe we won't have to do that. Maybe if we'll be able to get those resources without having to kill people. They really don't think that they're going to actually have to act on it a lot of the times, because they are young, and until you're in it, you don't really know what to expect. So I understood her point, but I also understood his point. And like, he just isn't allowing her to justify it, and I'm glad he isn't. But this seems like it's going to be a huge problem in their relationship. I feel like the military thing is going to be a huge problem in their relationship, because it does come up again in the next episode. But that is the end of episode 7. When it comes to them like getting into the real world and stuff, there's not a whole lot of notes to take or whatever, but I just kind of expand on what I think about the things that they go through and what they talk about and stuff like that. But let me know what y'all think about this episode. What do y'all have the same stance that Ramses has about the military, or do you understand where Marissa is coming from? Let me know what y'all think. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, let me know what y'all think about my review. Let me know what y'all think about the show. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye. Before you go, check out my website at srgraham.org and subscribe to my mailing list to get exclusive updates on works in progress, other news, and blog posts. Thank you.